Welcome back to the Corey Bak'n Show. In today's episode, we're going to go over the veg corner, but we're going to start outside. Remember, I'm going to do the outside with the veg corner. And in the veg corner these days is only the Grow Peaceful. So it's just going to be the Grow Peaceful and the outside from here on out to the end of the summer. So let's go over the plants right quick. This is the, what is this? The Sour Power Pheno number 1. The Funky Chapels Pheno number 3. The Pulp Fiction. Granny Apple Fritters. And last but not least, the Funky Chapels Pheno number 1, which is extremely sturdy. Wow. But the plants are doing fantastic. They've been out here for over a month now. This is the end of June. I think we're around like June the 28th today. And the plants are looking great. The 4 plants here are in 10 gallons, and that one there is supposed to be a 20 gallon. Or I might be wrong. These might be 20s, and that might be a 40. That thing is huge. But I need to pull up and see what the big, that's way too big to look like to be a 20 gallon. But the plants are doing fantastic. Let me get you off the tripod so you can get a closer look. All right, we're off the tripod. We're up here in the garden. And get down here a little lower so you can see that girl there. That's that Sour Power Pheno number 1. It's doing fantastic. Just top dressed them last night, or close to last night. It's about 7 o'clock last night. And I put a layer of mulch over each one of the tops to hold in the moisture. We're going into July, starting to get hotter and hotter. 90-degree days pretty much every day. So to help hold in some of that moisture, I threw that layer of mulch up there. And this one here is, like I said, the Funky Chapel Pheno number 3. And she's in the biggest pot, and she is the biggest girl out here. There's no issues whatsoever. I don't even think I'm going to clean up any of the bottoms unless it just dies off or something. But these plants are doing great, but they're definitely going to need some support here soon, especially like this here Pulp Fiction. Even though they're sturdy, big sturdy branches, that one there, it's going to be huge, and it's going to topple over once she starts developing that cola there. So yeah, we're going to put cages around all of these plants. I had intentions on moving them soon, because I thought they would get so big that only this one here and maybe one of the other ones would stay in this little area here. But they seem to be growing straight up. And if I do the training properly, I might be able to keep them all in here. So hopefully that's the case. And I don't have to start moving them around the yard. But the good thing is they are in these fabric pots, so I can move them if it's necessary. But that's what the girls are looking like out here this week. It's not a whole lot to show or talk about. They're definitely growing and growing very well. I bi-weekly come out here and top dress them because they're just getting bigger and bigger. And I definitely have to water them more and more. And in between, I am throwing some liquid newts in there too, just to help out, to keep these girls going. So right now, I think I got it all under control and things are looking great. Just everything is nice and green, and little stuff like that at the bottom, which isn't much of nothing. But other than that, man, these plants are doing fantastic. And come August, got another another month before these things go to flower, and they won't flip their flowers till sometime in August or so. I'm also I am spraying these plants out here just to make sure, because I do have them in my vegetable garden here. So to control the other pests that does come around. We don't want nothing to get onto these plants here and start causing damage. So right now we're looking pretty good. So that's what I have for you out here today. Let's go inside and take a look at the Grow Peaceful. All right, we're back inside. And this is the Grow Peaceful Purple Biscotti. As you can see, she is growing her ass off, running right up there to the light. Now that she has all the tent to herself, I need to clean up the bottom. Excuse my leg there. Clean up this cocoa that got spilt in there. But yeah, as you can see, the plant is doing good. I pulled off a couple leaves down here that were dying off. But as you can see, she got all of this growing. And I want that to come up and get in here closer. You see how that is? So I want these to start developing and coming up. So I am going to do some training on this plant, this run here. The last time I grew the Growpeaceful, I was growing the gigawatt, and I didn't do any training. Just let her go, just water her every week. I mean, not every week, every watering, just straight water, pH 6.5, and just let her do her thing. This time here, I said I'll do a little training. And now that I've seen, I'm new to the autoflower game anyway, so I'm not that familiar with growing autoflowers. So I follow quite a few other growers that grow autoflowers, and I've seen them doing the training, and it didn't hurt the plant at all. Stone Barrington does a very, very good job of growing autoflowers. The way his gigawatt turned out was fantastic. So I decided I watched them, see what they did. So I'm going to try to emulate the same thing. I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 sets of flowers up there. So I am going to top her right up here, or top her right up here. I'm going to top her, and then I'm going to bend her over like so to allow those side shoots like that to come up. So I'm gonna do that off camera because there's no need for me to stay on here. Y'all seen that done quite a few times. I'll just show you what it looks like when I'm finished. But I'll top her here on camera though. All I'm gonna do is just take this top shoot off right up here. Bend that over just like that and pop that off just like that. So she's been topped, and now I'm just gonna bend her over and tie her down just like that, and watch some side shoots come up. But let me do that next. I'll be right back. All right, I'm back. Did a little training, not much. Just bent her over. Took some Velcro strips, tied her down, and I just tied her to the bucket handle. That's just to allow all these shoots here to just come up, get more light, and develop into something that could produce some buds for us. So here in the coming weeks, this will all come up. They should come up, and we should be able to fill out this canopy nicely right up in here. Now, I didn't go over this in the very beginning, but we planted this girl on February the 28th. She popped up out of the soil on, I planted on May the 28th, popped up out of the soil on May the 31st. And she's supposed to go 70 days, so that puts me around the August 9th time frame. Today is June the 29th, so she's coming up on 1 month old in the coming 2 days. Well, one more day, 30 days, right? Yeah, 30 days. So she's a month old. Just call her a month old. So I suspect that she should be flipping herself into flower here in the coming weeks. And we should definitely start seeing more and more growth out of this plant. But yeah, just a simple training. I know it's kind of varying off this way, which is fine. I don't care. I just wanted to, eventually by the end of the day, this is going to turn back up. And I just want these shoots here and all of these here to start just coming up and filling in these areas here. So we can just, hopefully we get close to filling out this 2x4. But that's what the girl looks like this week. You've seen what the outside looks like, and this is what the inside looks like. One quick thing too, over here, see my humidifier is running. My Spider Farmer ultrasonic humidifier, which works fantastic, keeping the girl nice and keeping the tent nice and humid. It is The tent has been open for a little while. Let me see if you can see that. Right there is 59% humidity in here, and it's 76 degrees in here. Now the tent, like I said, was open for a little while here. So once it closed back up, the temp should go back up into the ballpark of the 80. Humidity will rise into the 60s, and that'll be fine for this plant here. But that's all I have for you in this week's episode. Between the outside and here in the inside, got a little something going here in the coming weeks for this one. In the months for outside, we should be having some fantastic buds developing. Now, I did see, like I said, I think that Stone Barrington, he is also growing this same Growpeaceful strain, or correction, this same strain, Purple Biscotti, in one of his grows, and it looks like his is doing fantastic, getting nice and big. So here in the coming weeks, I suspect that I'll be getting the same thing. But that's all I have for you on this week's episode. If you like what you saw, give me a thumbs up, leave me a comment, share, and subscribe. And until the next one, stay baking.